Hello and welcome to my channel TFF, Teacher from Finland. My name is Jouni Vilkka and I am a teacher from Finland. This is the beginning of my video series on ethics. If you want to see all of it, you should probably subscribe to my channel. When I was studying for my master's degree in philosophy, I was sometimes asked a question I found a little strange. Who is your favorite philosopher? I found it odd because I wasn't especially interested in any single philosopher, but rather in contemporary academic philosophy in general. I later started thinking that perhaps the people asking that question thought of philosophy as something similar to religion, and of philosophers as prophets or holy men to be followed. That, of course, is not the nature of philosophy, and certainly not acceptable from the point of view of my own metaphilosophy. At the time, I could not give a good answer, but if I were to be asked that question now, I would say that my favorite philosopher is myself. That is the attitude towards philosophy I hope to teach my students as well, yourself included. Your favorite philosopher should be yourself. You should not accept the views of even famous philosophers, but only use them as tools in your own thinking. While making these videos, I am also writing a book. My purpose for writing the book and making this video series is to make philosophical ethics accessible to everyone. I want to help you think about your own life choices and even to pursue a good life. I will not give easy answers and tell you what to do or not do, but will explain what has been and is being thought about ethics by professional philosophers. As I hope I already made clear, there is no reason to stick to following a single philosopher or ethical theory. Instead, try to learn from them all, forming your own ideals, your own life stance. And learn to keep it flexible, so that instead of holding on to some beliefs dogmatically, regardless of any new information you receive, you are able to evaluate new claims and arguments and to assess your own stance on things, perhaps even completely changing your mind, should that be warranted. I already covered most of the basics of ethics in my previous book and video series, Introduction to Philosophy and Critical Thinking by a Teacher from Finland. And for a significant part, I will be going over the same things in this book and video series as well. The difference is that this time I will be completely focused on ethics, so I will explain those same things in more detail, as well as going beyond what I covered in that first course. Like in the previous book, this book will also include links to relevant videos on my YouTube channel, TFF, Teacher from Finland, this one, which also has all those videos listed in a playlist or podcast. There is also a website for this course and book, including a list of all the videos included in this series, and you can find the link to that in the description below. You can use that page to see what I plan to make videos about and what I have already published. Plans, after all, do tend to change during a project like this. Making the book accessible to everyone means keeping the price of the book as low as possible by self-publishing it as a digital book in Google Play Books and without paying an editor or other professionals to help with the appearance and marketing of the book. But it also means writing in a clear style, avoiding difficult language. All the terminology required will be explained in the book and has already been explained in my previous videos on my YouTube channel. or in the previous book. Although I am making my courses mostly with senior high school students in mind, they could just as well be used as college-level introductory courses. Whatever your age or education, if you want to learn the basics of philosophical ethics, then just keep watching these videos. This is all for you. Besides my own education, I will show here the list of my main sources for this course. Besides these, I will use other sources as well, but the majority of the contents will be based on these books. As I use the current Finnish national curriculum as a guideline for this video series, it makes sense to see what it has to say about the course on ethics. It provides this list of goals for the course. The student will become familiar with the central ethical concepts, questions, and theories. The student will be able to justify conceptions of good and right, as well as distinguish between normative and descriptive claims. The student can present coherent ethical arguments orally and in writing and justify the obligation of morality. The student learns to structure the meaning of his own life and his life choices with the help of philosophical conceptualization. The student knows how to break down and evaluate activities ethically and is able to structure their own moral solutions and evaluations with the tools of philosophical ethics. And finally, the student knows how to apply ethics to issues concerning society and the environment. And these are the key contents listed in the curriculum for the ethics course. The nature of morality as a system of norms, the difference between morals, laws, and customs, moral objectivism, relativism, subjectivism, normative and applied ethics, virtues, consequences, rights, and responsibilities, philosophical theories about the goodness and meaning of life and the good lifestyle, ethics and individual moral solutions, human relationships and life choices, ethical issues concerning the environment and nature, such as climate change and animal rights, and finally, ethics and society, human and fundamental rights. Even without the curriculum, I would still think these should be the goals and contents of an introduction to ethics. How well my video series reaches these goals, I will leave for you to judge. See you in the next video. Bye! If you wish to support my channel, please click thumbs up, subscribe, and share my videos. Any comments on the videos would also be welcome.